What's cracking, peeps? It's the A-Train coming back at you with another episode of What's New at Tackle Warehouse. The month of January means the pre-spawn is on the way, which also means that these bass are fat. So let's get ready to feed these big girls. So to start off, we got some love from LiveTarget. We got the ICT and unrigged swim bait. So ICT, that's an injected core technology. So you notice it's got this clear outside, but all the colors inside are just super enhanced, giving it that 3D effect. So great color schemes. You're able to match the hatch for whatever lakes you're fishing, whatever the local forage is. But best way to rig these, swim bait hook or even a jig head. So notice we got the belly slit and also we got the top slit also. So that's gonna aid for easy hookups and just help to keep your fish pinned. But this time of the year, fish are definitely going to start feeding on bigger prey. They got to fatten up to get themselves ready for all the hardships that come with the spawn. So you give them a big presentation like this, you will get bit. Also by LiveTarget, we got the ICT Crawfish. So same as the swim bait, it's got that injected core. So you're able, it just enhances, brings out all those features. So a little craw profile like this, especially in crystal clear water, it's going to give it that 3D effect, just the appeal to the bass. It's just going to be intensified. So whether you're flipping this, putting it on a shaky head, Texas rig, Carolina rig, there's really no wrong way to fish a craw this time of year. Like I said, these fish, they got to feed up. So these little protein sized snacks right here, that's going to help with that spawn. Next, by Lake Fork, we got the Pro Craw. So when I first saw this thing, I'm thinking, that's going to be a great flip bait, something that'll go in the cover, out the cover. Many different ways to fish this thing, whether you're a jig trailer, vibrating jig trailer, spinner bait trailer, buzz bait trailer, the sky is the limit with these things. So these little flappy tails, that's going to cause so much commotion. It's going to be able to draw those fish. They're going to be able to hone onto this bait with the lateral lines as that thing is kicking and pulsating. So just a great little bait, either enhance your jig or some kind of profile bait of the sort, or even just fish it by itself. But either way, it's going to help you fill the live well up. Next, by Core Tackle, we got the Weedless Wacky shot. So this is a cool little innovation in the wacky rigging game right here. So notice we got the weight right there in the middle. The aid of the weed guard, that's going to help tremendously when this time of year, a lot of your lakes are pretty close to full, so you're going to have a lot of submerged vegetation, cover. So with that weed guard, that's going to help you get that finesse style bait into that heavy cover, so your fears of getting snagged, looking for those spawning fish and all that debris, you can help get your bait in and out. One of the awesome things about this bait is, you ever notice when you're wacky rigging, you're going through bait after bait? This is a good way, this little screw right there, you pin your bait to this hook, it's not coming off. You're gonna be able to catch fish after fish. It's gonna save you money in baits and just keep fishing. So definitely something you're gonna want in your arsenal right here. Also with that weight, that's gonna help you fish those deeper depths, get your bait down a lot quicker. Even in windier conditions, the castability with that aided weight onto this hook is just money in the bank right there. Next, by Bass Mafia, we got the shot collar deep jerk bait. BKK hooks, I mean, if a fish even sniffs this thing, he's probably gonna get stuck on there. One of the great things about this, you get windy conditions. Usually you have a lot of trouble throwing these jerk baits when you have wind. But with this, we got the weight transfer system. You can hear that thing. So that's gonna aid when you're casting that thing, that weight transfer goes to the back of the bait and you're just able to catapult this bait a country mile. The deep version, you're gonna be able to get this bait down close to 9 feet depending on your line diameter. But just a great bait this time of the year. It's still cold in most areas, so a bait like this, a jerk bait, it's one of the pre-spawn weapons you're gonna have in your arsenal. There is a shallow diver coming out very soon, so beware of that. But just a great jerk bait, awesome color schemes. You're definitely gonna wanna put this in your box. Next, we got some love from the Whiplash Factory. Here we are with the Swayward Glide. So just a great little smaller profile glide bait. This time of year, sometimes you gotta bring those big baits, you gotta downsize them, and what a way to downsize them. The color schemes on the website, just some great colors. This time of year, you want that big bite, but when pressurized lakes, you definitely got to bring the size down. And what better way to do it? So whether you're high sticking your rod tip, just getting that to have those S glides on top of the surface, or even downwards with the rod, quarter twitches of the rod, or the reel, I'm sorry. Just that kind of action this time of year is just superb. It seems like the colder time of the year, these glide baits just shine even better. So with the pre-spawn, they're looking for that big bite. What better way to get it than on the swim bait right here? And the cool thing, it's not a heavy bait, so you don't need the big 20, 30 pound test. You could do this on your regular 6, 7 foot rods, 12 to 15 pound test. Just a great glide bait. You're definitely gonna wanna stock up on these. Also by Whiplash, we got the driving wire topwater walk-in bait. Great looking bait here, super sticky hooks. So you notice the thickness of the hooks on this thing. So not only freshwater, this is actually designed for you saltwater guys too. You get topwater, those calicos, yellowtail blowing up. So it's got the hardware to handle some of those toothy saltwater critters also. But even the bass are just gonna annihilate this. You got a beautiful walking dog. Got the sound appeal, just something to aid calling those fish up to this bait. Even though it's the month of January, don't hesitate to throw a walking bait. The majority of the lakes, even California, your smallmouth bass, they go into spawn usually around January. So they will come up and start smacking topwater. Your spotted bass, they're usually pretty active and thrive well in cold water. So don't miss out. If you're not fishing topwater this time of year, you're missing out on one great bite right here. But just that nice walk the dog action. If you work this thing hard enough, you could actually walk the dog subsurface with this bait also. So just keep that in mind when you're grabbing this. It's definitely a bait that's built to take a lot of abuse and keep fishing. Last but not least, by 6 cents, we got the Aussie soft jerk bait. So the first thing I noticed was it's got this little ball right there at the base of the tail. That is gonna aid with the fluttering and even the stability of this bait. It's gonna dart side to side. Makes a great trailer for your bladed jigs. You can fish it by itself on a weightless hook or even a weighted hook. But just that soft jerk bait just gives you a different profile that time of year. Your fish, they start to school up. Sometimes they don't want the hard jerk bait. Sometimes you need to soften that presentation up, and what a way to go. That little jointed segment right there, that's gonna aid in the darting side to side, quicker movements of that, just the action on that thing. But just a great, super durable bait. You're gonna be able to get multiple fish off this thing before it tears up. So definitely have this in your arsenal, help bulk up that presentation. And let's get ready to get bit. Thanks for tuning in, and for more information on the products seen here today, click shop or the link in the description below. If you enjoyed this week's episode, hit the like button and subscribe to our channel. Let the A-Train know which of these products you're most pumped about.